Hey guys, welcome to our super fun video. It is our medieval castle drawing. It's just a simple pencil drawing. I'm not sure if you can see it from back there. But the fun part of this video is it's a scavenger hunt. So there'll be different parts where you will have to answer a riddle in order to move on to the next part. If you have not seen the medieval movie, we ask that you stop, pause this right now, and go and search for the medieval mini movie so you can get in the creativity mode to do this project. Okay, so hopefully you watched the movie. Yes, I am officially an actress. Apparently I can play all these different roles. So for this video, we have several different riddles. And as you guys already know, riddles are different types of questions or phrases that have a double meaning. So I'm going to try to trick you on these. You might have to get your parents or your family involved to answer because you cannot move on to the next step until you have the right answer. Okay, so as you can imagine, there would be tons of different ways to draw your castle. But for this castle we're drawing today, we're going to have these two towers up front. And so this is my castle, my imagination. This one will be where the princess lives, and this will be where the king and the queen live. And then back here would be different structures as well. We're going to have this little lookout tower up here, and then this would be our front entrance, which would be a drawbridge. The moat would be around here. Okay, so this is our scavenger hunt. So I'm going to go ahead and draw a little bit, and then before you can move on to the next part of this drawing, you're going to have to answer some riddles. So for the very first thing we're going to do is draw our door, our front door. Okay, just like that. And we're going to do this main castle structure. Feel free to use a ruler. I'm not going to, just to save some time here. Okay, then we're going to do our two major towers. And I'm going to try the best that I can to get them as symmetric. So I want them to be about the same on this side as this side. It's very hard to do. We're using a pencil. We can erase, of course. Okay. Our structures, towers, just like that. And then we are going to just put the little peaks like this on each side. And then you must answer the riddle before you move on to the next part. So for our first question is, in medieval times, blank entertained with a wide variety of skill, principle. It includes songs, music, riddles, jokes, and storytelling. Okay, so we're going to have that written on the screen so you can read it and you can think about it. Okay, so the answer is jester. The jester in medieval times entertained, and in my video, the mini medieval video, I was a jester that was trying to juggle, but I don't know how to juggle, so we had to fake that somehow. Great job answering the riddle. Feel free to get your family involved with some of them as well. Now we're going to go ahead and do this main section's roof. We want to make sure we leave a little space up here for our little lookout tower. Now we are going to make these really cool decorations on our castle. So all I'm doing is going up, to the side, down, over, up, to the side, down, over. And that really gives it a cool look. We're going to go ahead and put 3 windows on each of these towers because they do want some natural sunlight in their rooms, of course. Okay, and then you're going to have to, oh, one more thing until you have to answer your next riddle. We'll just go ahead and do an outline here, and then we're just going to go ahead and do a little line here so the doors can kind of open from each side. All right, go ahead and answer the next riddle. Okay, great. Next question. What word is spelled incorrectly in the dictionaries all the time? All right, the answer is incorrectly. When I first read that one, I thought, man, How could they have missed a word that's spelled wrong? Okay, so now we're gonna do, just so you guys can kind of have a visual, these two extra towers in the back. Okay, so they're gonna kind of come up on each side. I'm gonna do like kind of like a half circle. Okay, then over on this side, we're gonna try to use exactly what I did over here, kind of like just a little half circle, rounded edge, and back down. And then we're gonna go ahead and do this decorative structure on top, just like we did down here. Same thing over here. Let's just make this as basic as we want. Just like that. And let's go ahead for this one. Let's put on the little lookout tower. So right in the center here, we're going to have this little tower with a window. So I don't have tons of space up here, but this is going to be the window where the guards are going to look out to see if anybody is going to try to attack this castle. Let's go ahead and just do a little side. We're just going to change it up a little bit and put a little side tower over here. Okay. And then let's do one over on this side as well. Just so it's not as predictable, we have a couple little different avenues here. Okay, just like that. Now, to answer your next riddle. Okay, so for our next question, it occurs once in every minute, twice in every moment, and yet in 100 years, never. The letter M. The letter M is once in the word minute, M-I-N-U-T-E, twice in every moment, moment, M-O-M-E-N-T, but never, so the word M is not in 100 years. Great job answering your riddles. So now we're just going to add a little bit of decoration. So if you want to make every single brick, or stone, or if you want to do all the little shingles for the roofs, feel free. But I just like to do intermittently in just different areas. I just like to put small little decoration, and it just gives you, it implies that the roof has those type of shingles. So I'll just put a couple here. Okay, so kind of similar for the bricks. You can just add couple bricks here and there just to show that this is a brick building. Of course, if you wanted to decorate the whole thing, if you have a little bit of extra time, feel free to make it a whole entire brick building. If you do want to end up coloring this in, you can color it in as well. Colored pencils would be awesome. I do want to put a flag, so I'll put a flag right up here. Okay, and just have it kind of swaying in the wind a little bit. Then of course you're going to have to erase some lines under it. And right over here, let's just make this a little bit more looking like a flag. Okay, and then any extra detail, you can put some bricks around the windowsills. So same here. Just do kind of like an inside outline. I'm not going to do it all, just kind of gives you some ideas. Okay, so just like that. Okay, so then one more riddle. Next riddle is, kings and queens may cling to power, and the jester's got his call, but as you may all discover, the common one outranks them all. Okay, and the answer to that one is ace. So in a deck of cards, the ace is the highest points. The kings and the queens, those have high points as well, but the ace will always outrank them all. Okay, so here is my sketch that I did a couple days ago. Just kind of gives you an idea. When I do sketch, when I'm not teaching a lesson, I will sometimes go ahead and use a very light sketching motion. So what I'll do is I'll put my wrist on my paper, okay, so it's sitting down, and I will just go ahead and see how light I can possibly go. So to show you my example today, I pressed pretty hard so you guys could see it. And it was very difficult since my hand wasn't, planted right down on the sheet of paper. It's hard to make straight lines. So feel free, take your time at home, rest your wrist on your paper and use that to kind of guide you along. A lot of the times my lines will smudge because I am kind of pushing it along. When you're using just a regular pencil, that should be no problem at all. Here's another one of my sketches. Feel free to add some, clouds in the background, add some different type of decoration. There are so many different ways you can decorate your sketch castle. Have a blast with it. Use your imagination. Remember, the whole point of the series, how can your imagination inspire your art? I hope you guys had fun with the riddles. I hope you had fun with our little movie. The whole point for this is just to get us thinking, get us laughing, get us interacting, engaging in something instead of electronics or just some of the things that we've been normally doing. So guys, we just really want you to have a blast with this because we sure did. Okay, so for this Fantasy Pack series, we have 3 lessons where you get a chance for a giveaway. So complete any of these lessons: the mermaid drawing, the shy unicorn drawing, and the medieval castle drawing. Send it in and we will pick randomly 2 winners to get these awesome posters. Okay guys, I hope you had fun doing our sketch drawing of the medieval castle. I hope if this is something that interests you, you can work on it a little bit more. You can research different types of architecture in the medieval time and have a blast with that. I hope you had fun with our riddles and our mini movie, and I hope that inspires you just to have fun at home and create little plays and movies and just having a blast. Bye guys.